Nice. Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
Hey everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Black Liz Universe. What on earth do I do with this channel? My name's Mike. All right, setting this up for you if you are just stumbling in here. I am a 30-year veteran of the comic book industry, writer, artist, mostly artist, but I do a lot. Actually, lately I've been doing more writing. And for the last year, I've been in the NFT game, starting with BitBoy crypto stuff, and then moving on to my own. And now I'm also a sort of a gun for hire. I do NFT collections for various customers. And so that's what I've been doing the last year. It has been the best year financially of my life. It's been a pretty darn good year all around as well. But what I have done is let this channel languish and starve and suffocate, and have put very, very little effort into doing anything other than maybe my weekly shows. And just recently, I've been helping, as he would say, my good friend John Delarose. I've been helping him to grow his channel, and he's done quite well. Here, let me. Well, I don't. Maybe I don't even need to show you, but pre-recorded content like you're supposed to do, said Everett. Yeah, that's to grow the channel. That's not the question. I understand that to grow the channel, pre-recorded short-term content is key. But what's up, Duck Gift? But target-wise, I'm just so all over the place with my personal interests, right? Like I care about comics. I do, or at least I did until they squeezed the love out of me. Pop culture interests me, obviously. I have a vision of doing a multimedia company down the road. Blacklist Universe is my concept for my long-term growth. Well, my long-term vision, that is. So, and then I'm huge into crypto and NFTs. I'm a conservative. Well, okay, I am conservative. If you had to brand me, I'd say conservative with libertarian leanings, or libertarian-ish. I don't know. I know where I land in the little political column, but politics always interests me. And then I'm a Bible-believing born-again Christian. I do. What do I focus? You can't grow a channel that is scattershot. Like, I'm going to talk about absolutely everything I'm interested in. Sure, why not? Are you saying sure, why not on the on talk about absolutely everything under the sun? Then it's the Mike Show. You just come here to listen to my opinions about absolutely anything I want to talk about. Hey, sounds like plan. Right-leaning libertarian. Well, and that's the thing. I wouldn't want to lump myself in with the Libertarian Party. I think more like libertarian in philosophical terms than I do in party terms. So I don't want to. I would never, ever join any political party. I agree with George Washington, who said that political parties would be the death knell of our democracy. Look how it's working so far. Bingo, George Washington. Fiscally conservative and socially libertarian. I'm fairly socially, like, see, and that's the thing, like, fundamentally, I have fundamental Christian beliefs, but what it's not even political. It's I don't believe in general that I believe people have the right to be idiots, right? You have a right to make stupid decisions, but you also have a right to deal with the consequences of those decisions without reaching into somebody else's wallet, meaning the taxpayer, to pay for your stupid decisions. So I think that's a general libertarian principle, but yeah. Dark Anthony says, yeah, philosophically, I'm left-leaning libertarian, but I don't follow a party. Yeah, parties to me. I mean, I'm a non-denominational Christian. There you go. I don't want to join a denomination of Christianity. Even in that, I think that the Bible very early on was preaching against denominationalism, and yet look at 90-something% of the world's Christians. They all belong to denominations. 90-something% of people belong to political parties. People just feel the need to team up and be part of a group so that they can, can't you just have the same ideology without having, because see, I wouldn't want to call myself a Republican. Hell, sure as hell wouldn't want to call myself a Democrat. But there's so much stuff that the Republican Party does that I wouldn't agree with. So it's like, I don't want to slap my name on to a group that has a platform that, by my association with that name, I am therefore beholden to represent that platform. It's like, now, how about we just take people on an individual basis and take policies on an individual basis? The world would be a better place. But what's going on now? See, now you just have me rambling on incoherently. We've got an emergency alert. Endangered missing advisory. Let's see what the details are. Look, content, people. Content. By the way, scan that if you want to join my... darn it, it's too late. Whatever. The platform is supposed to represent the people, not the other way around. Right, but nobody agrees with everything in every platform, right? I don't know. Yeah, it comes across as tribalism. That's what I think, right? Deadpug. I remember a few years ago, I think it was Florida was trying to get rid of the party affiliations on the ballot, so that people had to vote. If somebody wanted to vote for a person on the ballot, the only thing when they go, you open up your ballot, and it says what this guy represents, what this guy believes in, what this gal believes in, right? And then if you agreed with what they believe in, that's what you vote for, instead of, I'm going to click D on everything because I'm a Democrat, or I'm going to click R on everything because I'm a Republican. How about you vote for the people? Right? I'm oversimplifying it. Dead Punk, I don't even know what I'm oversimplifying. So, all right. Dark Gift says, okay, back to the channel. Keep it art oriented, comics and NFTs. Maybe show off art-based NFTs you either like or a part of. Even talk about comics if you like, or at least artists. All right, here, let me go. I'm going to share something because this is what you suggested. I'm going to share audio too, just in case I need to. Well, here's the market today. If everyone wants to check out the market, I think I was right. What was it, last week, 2 weeks ago? I did that video, says the bottom is in. I think that was the bottom. I'm not saying we won't have another dip, but I don't think the next dip, unless it's a black swan event, I don't think the next dip is going to crash beyond this bottom. So if you got in on Bitcoin, whoa, was it really all the way below 18,000? I bought a little bit at 19,000-ish. And then I bought a little bit more around 20,000. And I think right now we're in this long extended channel here, but we're also in this other rising pennant. So I don't know. It's I drew this a couple days ago and it's bouncing right off of here. So it's entirely possible we just keep going up for a bit. But dollar cost average, no financial advice here. Sorry. See, I'm getting all distracted. Meta Bounty Hunters, this is a project that I worked on. I did all the art for these. This is an NFT project. They have what's called reflections. See, this channel is just going to go everywhere. If I want to talk about absolutely everything that I'm interested in, people are going to be like, what is this channel even about? And it's going to be, you know what it is? This is going to be a Seinfeld of YouTube. It's not about anything at all. Anyways, direct reflections, 0.709 ETH. I have 2 meta bounty hunters now, and I've had them for a few months. 0.79, that's what is ETH at right now? ETH is currently at $1,700. So 7 times 17, wait, it'd be 700 plus 49, so that'd be almost $1,200. Almost $1,200 in reflections. That means that I can go claim $1,200 from holding these NFTs. A what? Yes, that is a fantastic utility for an NFT project. All right. Anyways, let me skip out of that. What was I? You mentioned something. I'm gonna show. This is a project, Lazy Lions, that I have been. By the way, I do Funky Monkey Frat House. That's my NFT collection. I've got Crypto Chads coming out sometime in the next month or so. But you're talking about NFT collections that I like the art on and I like the utility of or whatever. Lazy Lions, I mean, I like this art. I don't know who the artist is, but I think he did a great job. And the community is great. I was on a Twitter Spaces with some of these guys the other day, and it is really a positive, supportive, forward-looking community. So I'm considering grabbing myself a Lazy Lion. They're 0.65 ETH. Hey, I could use my reflections and get a free Lazy Lion. Ooh, I like this one with the $ tongue. But you brought it up, so Seinfeld did a run for like 10 years with pretty massive ratings. So Seinfeld isn't exactly a bad thing to be compared to. Yeah, but I'm the one doing the comparing, Deadbug. So I don't really know if that's legit. Let's see. David Rogers says, if your congregation has a conclusion on baptism made candidate, you are a denomination. Different from others, may not have a name or any other association, but that group is a denomination of one. That sounds like some sort of theological reasoning that I can't quite wrap my head around, David. Thank you for your comment, but yeah, maybe I don't understand the word denomination. That's entirely possible. Rhaegar says, Mike, you got the most views from doing political stuff on your other channel that got banned. Just do that again. Rhaegar, the whole problem with that is the last part of your statement. That got banned. Yeah, so for those of you who may not know, I had another channel, and it had around 300 when it was just my Bible study channel. I was doing cross examinations regularly. It was about 300 viewers or 300 subscribers. I started doing what I'm telling John Delarose to do for his channel, like methodologically. Is that even a word? Using the methods that I suggested to John Delarose, I built that channel from 300 to 14,000 subscribers in the span of 2 weeks. So I know how to do it if I know how to, or if I know what to target for a topic to focus the channel on. So that channel, it was just very much a Christian conservative news and Bible study channel, right? So I do my cross examinations, and then I would do my bam different. I do probably 3 or 4 news videos a day. Comics Exposed says, why are you ignoring me, Mike? I don't know. Are you saying something I need to pay attention to? Let me see. Let me scroll up. So you not creating any more comic books, Mike? Actually, that's a good good question. Hold on a second. Let me drink some of my delicious homebrewed iced tea. So I went to Bargain Market. You know what anybody got a grocery outlet, Bargain Market? So this same tea that I got, I think is it Celestial? I can't remember the name of it. But I was at H Mart the other day and they had the little packs of their 4-packs. And the 4-pack was $2. That's 50 cents a bag. And then I went to Bargain Market and they had the same tea and it was the whole box, which is 20, was $2. So that's 10 cents a bag. So I bought 18 boxes because it was so cheap and I drink tea every day. So I blow through iced tea like nothing. Anyways, I'm a frugal fella. I'm a frugal young man. Old man, whatever. Comic books. So we are actually in the middle of finalizing stuff for the Shadow of the Conqueror campaign. So Shadiversity, what is he at? 1 point. Let us see what Shadiversity's sub count is now. I haven't checked in a while. Shadiversity has 1.33 million subscribers. He also has a secondary channel called The Night's Watch. Even though I used to have a show called The Night's Watch, that's fine. I'll let him have it. And that has 100,000 subscribers. They just did a show yesterday to celebrate 100,000 subscribers, and that is a live show. So Shadiversity makes individual videos, and he's got this secondary channel. So between the two channels, he'll be able to do some solid marketing and promotion. And look, it kind of fell off the rails a little bit because a guy he had working for him, Sir Ben, he went by in his email. He was in control of, or he was in charge of the campaign and all, and trying to get everything done. And then I don't know why, because I wasn't paying attention. Ben sort of disappeared from the equation. I don't know if he quit, was fired. I don't know. I don't want to speculate because I just don't know. But Ben was gone, and so it sort of just fell to the wayside. I wasn't pushing it because for the past year, I'm making NFTs, and NFTs is the place to be for me, you see. But now that that Ripa has done, where's Ripa at? Isom. Let's see where the Isom campaign is now. $3.371 million for the Isom campaign. It's kind of lit a little fire under Shad's people. So his new person that's been in control of this has been sort of pinging me and being like, hey, we need to finalize some more stuff. So the Shadow of the Conqueror book should be coming to a launch near you soon. And yes, I am committed to doing the rest of that series. So should the first book do well, and I mean 1.33 million on one channel, 100,000 on the other channel, plus he's friends with Mahler, Nerdrotic, this whole scenario. I'm sure Geeks and Gamers would love to have him on. If he can do some of that great cross promoting, if he can cross promote his much bigger audience than Ripa with Ripa's audience, kind of do a little tit for tat there, then it could be, a fairly successful crowdfunding campaign, which, yes, at that point I'm happy to continue drawing the next books. But for myself, I will continue to develop properties, intellectual properties, but whether or not I do them as comics, the one thing I'm kind of leaning towards doing for a comic, and it wouldn't be to make money though, is to do sort of a a full comic tract. I don't know how I would write it, but to sort of something that you ever read like More Than a Carpenter, Josh McDowell. It sort of lays out the reasons why Jesus is the Messiah of the Old Testament, why we can trust the Bible and all that kind of stuff. I might do something along those lines, but more of as a ministry, a passion project, rather than the other. Trying to make money off of it. I'd try to, if I did it as a crowdfunding project, I would set it up for donations. I don't know. I haven't really thought it through. It's something that clicked into my mind a week or so ago at church. So a Christian comic would be fantastic. Did you get burned out on comics? No, it's not that I. It's an interesting question, actually. I got burnt out on. I certainly got burnt out on fulfilling packing and shipping and post officing stuff. I'd rather just sit down and draw. But I couldn't facilitate continuing to do my own comics, only making $40,000. I know a lot of you guys are doing smaller campaigns. You're like, oh, $40,000, that's a lot. I live in San Diego with 5 children and 2 mortgages, and $40,000 for a comic book, unless I'm just gonna squirt it out. I mean, shoot, and then the colorists. Lone Star 3 isn't even colored yet, and I'm just I'm sort of at wit's end. But so I don't know. I'm just gonna take a step back until such time as that's something practical, right? Now, see if the Shad books does really well, really well, my royalties on that will make that very practical to do financially. If I told you guys how much I charge to do NFT projects, you'd be like, why would you ever draw a comic book again? Because these things take me 2, maximum 4 weeks, and I get paid. I'm not even gonna say I get paid dearly to do one of these things, and I get them fairly regularly now. So I don't. And then when my next actual project comes out, granted, we have utilities that a lot of that money, the lion's share of that money has to go to. But those are if that sells out, that's millions of dollars. So it's doing so much work for a comic book. It's not a wise use of my time. I'll just be blunt about that. Am I burnt out on the entire process? No, I love creating. I'm a creator. That's why it's like the whole. I don't want to sit here and huck stuff. I don't want to sit here and turn my streaming into QVC. It's really boring. I hate it when I hate having to shill stuff. I'm not a salesman, right? And quite frankly, on all the other shows that do it, it's like, man, when they stop and they shill their stuff, I know it's their marketing, but oh my gosh, it grinds all sense of entertainment and fun to a halt. And it's one thing if someone's like coming on and interviewing you about your story, and you're just talking about how awesome your story is and all that kind of stuff. But then when you go into you shift right into QVC mode. Iron Luke says, hey Mike, been a while, but I always enjoy when I get to tune in. What is up, Luke? I hope you are well. Bianca says, creator, preacher, lover, and fruit stealer. I think fruit thief would have been better. Fruit thief. Okay, Mike, for any comic project you do, I'll handle the fulfillment for you. You get to do the fun part. Hey, we could talk about that, Anthony. Actually, we could talk about that. Jorad says interview show. You know, so many people that would be great interviews. You know what? That's really not a bad idea, and I love to do interviews. And a friend of mine said that I was actually really natural at interviews. He saw me when I kind of did that. Do you remember Liana Vamp? I did a off the cuff Liana Vamp interview at New York Comic Con a few years ago, and my friend Johnny was just like, he was like very impressed by my interview skills, because I was actually listening to what she was saying, and I was just asking her questions regarding what she was saying and what she was into and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that I could develop that skill, make it a little better. What's up? Are we talking comics or cross examinations, or are we on NFTs again? Zach, that's the point of this whole thing. And if you're watching this after the fact, if you've got a suggestion for what I should do with my channel, how do I focus this channel to be something I can legitimately see. Here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to spend time on my channel when I know that whatever random things I'm doing is not going to build the channel. If I'm going to spend time building a YouTube channel, it has to be purposeful, because my time is not my time is limited. I'll say that. Well, I'm serious, so think about it. All right, I'll think about it. You get people talking. Okay. Steph Max says, honestly, this channel, I would like to remain comics art focused. I love the interview idea. All right. I'm not talking about shutting down my channel. See, that's the thing. I've been keeping up for a long time. It was drawn and quartered, but even then, I was just so busy. I didn't have time to like it. Getting people together for drawn and quartered is like wrangling cats, and then coming up with a topic, and then kind of like sticking by this formula and all that stuff. It's fun. And if I had more of a audience and maybe a producer who could do that wrangling for me, that would be great. But that's why I just converted it into a sort of a Wednesday night hangout, because I wanted to keep this channel going so that I had at least one thing going a week, right? Pretty much for the last nearly a year, I've only done about one video a week, just to kind of keep it going. And really, it hasn't obviously it hasn't grown much. Once in a while, I'll get a bump because of something I'm doing regarding NFTs or whatnot. Aloha, Middle Earth story time. Hello, Edwin, my stalwart friend. Dang it, it has just gotten really hot in here. Would you guys mind if is that AC even working? Feels like the AC just shut off. Give me 30 seconds. That's weird. It's not. Jean shorts? No, these aren't jeans. They're actual like swim trunks. Well, they're not like swim trunks. They're whatever material they make swim trunks out of. That's what these shorts are made of. So they're like just super light. I love them. 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Oh, stop. Who wants to start trouble while he's gone? Stop it. You be good. Oh wow, I just noticed the John's Good News shirt. That took me back. Yeah, right. That's the Wayback Machine right there. Iron Luke says, I think regular focused content is a good idea. After the totally legit and secure election, you and Doug were gaining a lot of momentum talking about the news. Also, maybe some drawing lessons too. Yeah. So here, all right. Here's what I was, because I'm just, like I said, I'm interested in so many things. So here, obviously, all right, I already talked about Shadiversity and how we're going to be doing the campaign for the Shadow of the Conqueror soon, right? We could talk about ISOM. These are the things that interest this sort of political stuff. I don't even know if I can play this. This is craziness. Hold on a second. Of course, if I play this, then it'll start a whole subject. I swear it'll. All right, so I'm kind of hesitant about hitting play on this, but here, I'll just read it here. This is the essential quote. They were doing, this is on Capitol Hill, right? This is testimony on Capitol Hill. They were doing, and this is regarding a certain lab in a certain city in a certain country, China. They were doing, and you know this lab, you all know this lab. I'm not going to say the name of this lab because it'll probably get me flagged, because that's the sort of thing. That's how I can't really do news, because I do news. I can't help but speak the truth to power. And then they strike my channel down. They were doing synthetic biology on a cloning vector of the Nipah virus, which is 60% lethal. We just experienced a 1% lethal virus. See, this is the kind of things that I would want to talk about and get into. And then, channel gets struck. All right. And then this Orange County city is considering banning abortions, becoming a sanctuary for life. This is another, it's like, this is what I would talk about. And then my channel would get banned. And then, John Delarose, he's gained a significant number of, I mean, look at this. He is now averaging, let's see, these are from 2 days ago, 443 through 38, 1,000, 3,000, 1,000, 900, 3,000, 1.6 thousand, 3.9 thousand, 23,000, 2.8 thousand, 6,000. If I keep going back, he was, before I started kind of coaching him with the stuff that, built up my channel, he was averaging about 300 views per video. He'd have the occasional big video, but it was right. So I know how to do this. If you have a topic, like John is I'm like, I just tell him to focus on this, do this, and like stay that course. I don't want to do that. I could tell him to do it. And if it was politics and I wasn't afraid of them striking my channel, I could do that too. But I don't just want to build my channel just on politics. I'm an NFT creator now, and I care about pop culture, and I care about building a multimedia platform for the future. How do I focus all of that stuff? It's just all over the place, right? News is too dangerous for YouTube. Just do cat videos. Steph Max says, honestly, I would do politics on YouTube because channels on both right and left are getting the ban hammer ads removed. FYI, that same lab was also looking into the Mpox virus. I shouldn't even say what the whole word, right? I do like this type of coverage, Mike. The scattershot random category. The hiccup is that it's hard to build a dedicated random audience. That's what I'm saying. People like the art. They aren't so crazy about NFTs. They like creation. And that's another thing. I need to sort of explain NFTs to people. And I should. Yeah. Steph Mac, I figured you meant you wouldn't. DC will have 10-year plan akin to Marvel's playbook, says David Zaslav. Our job is to protect the DC brand. And that is why they S-canned Batgirl and Latinx Supergirl. Now, I've heard reports that they didn't. I've heard reports that they both did and didn't can Latinx Supergirl, but it seems like this is a good move. Whoever this Zaslav David Zaslav Balsaz. trying to read it backwards. Sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he just wants to produce good stuff. Although I think they're still going to come out with that stupid Flash movie. Marketing just coming up. Yeah. We're very excited about them. We've seen them. We think they are terrific, and we think they can make them even better. As Zaslav said, in terms of marketing and distributing the upcoming films, which also includes The Flash, starring controversial actor Ezra, not related to me, Miller. Can we just get rid of him, please? Oh, please. Can we just get rid of... let's just can that one, too. David, if you're out there listening, please just can that one, too. All right. Mike's channel. All right, this is from Dark Gift. Keep it art focused. NFT art, personal and others. Comics, personal and others. Pop culture stuff. Interviews. Occasionally, you could touch on actual news. There are some guidelines to follow to not get hit. Make some short form pre-recorded vids on these topics, as well as live streams. Short for promos. YouTube is prioritizing shorts now. See, you could have put that in the comments after the fact, Dark Gift. That way I'll have a list, a single place I can go to. But see that, and okay, this is halfway through the stuff. Like, as I'm just randomly going through my social media and news and stuff on a daily basis, these are the kind of things that interest me. Like, massive lightning strike hits just outside the White House. 4 people hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. Actually, 2 of them passed away. So God is striking the White House, or very near it. There's so much I could say that I probably should. Because you know what? 2 people did die, and I don't know anything about them. James and Donna Mueller. They got the fast track to the afterlife. I believe they were there for a Ukraine related something or other, daily vigil in support of Ukraine. So I don't know. Sounds like God is pitching his opinion in on all of this shenanigans. Maybe this is like the ghost when you walk into a house and it's there's a ghost there, and the ghost says, "Get out." That's what God is telling the potato in Trump's chair to do. I don't know. Oh gosh darn it. And this is this is more stuff that just interests me. I'm all over the place. This is all right. You guys want to know what this is about? This is 2 minutes long. I wonder if I play this, if I'll get struck. I'm going to play it anyways. All right. This is very bizarre stuff, but bear with me.
This was actually having one animal learn something and seeing and recording that activity and put it into the sensory cortex of the second animal, and that animal acquires the knowledge. From the human drone technology standpoint, you can attach the human brain to another human brain, you can direct motor activity, or you can send communication and information. Dr. Ventnor's work is, my view, the equivalent of the development of nuclear weapons when you realize that he created life in a cell. He programmed yeast cells to produce anything he wanted. These can be inserted into you through the hypospray needles. You put in a specific gene slicing, you program what you like, you put it in the cell, and it can reproduce and make as much as you like. It sends a signal and tells which portion of the DNA should unwrap, unfold, and produce a product. Related to this is an idea called dreads. These are designer receptors that can be remotely controlled. You can create a cell, you can put it somewhere in the body, and you can remotely activate it. So you have the capacity to create any product, as long as you know the DNA sequence. You can insert it into a living system, and you can remotely control it. That may affect the way you think, the way you act. So once you know that the technology is there to edit, splice, and program a cell, and the technology currently exists to administer it to somebody and have it go park anywhere you program it to go park, proliferate, and do its function, you can have things activated in other people's brains. Just people have figured out how to hide imagery in the DNA of bacteria. You can have the information reproduced in a string form as a form of a protein. The new way to hide information.
Yeah, Zach, the creepy thing is this is all real and happening now.
Imagery you can hide in bacteria. This is the latest. It's a GIF file. Well, this is what the Chinese are doing with DNA. Merging DNA systems with quantum computing will be really quite an amazing and both lethal threat. The next thing I wanted to mention to you is memory. Can we erase memory? Can we modify memory? Can we change memory? Short answer is yes.
So, yeah, see, that's the stuff that really kind of interests me and makes me want to start talking and makes me want to start like having long form discussions. And that's probably the kind of stuff that would get me kicked off of YouTube again. All the stuff I want to do is just, it's because it's so much more interesting and intellectually stimulating than oh no, Batgirl is black in the next CW movie or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all interesting too. This technology started 10 years ago. Sticky, bro. Did you know that the enzymes that were used to break up the BP oil spill were created on a computer? They were man-made enzymes. That was 20 years ago. They've got so much just mind-bendingly creepy technology that nobody is hearing about, that is going on like behind the scenes, and places like the laboratory in China. Yeah, it's oh my gosh, it's scary. It's scary what we don't know. You guys know the Blackbird in X-Men, the SR-71 Blackbird. Did you guys know that was in the air? I think in the late 40s. That thing, right? Jet engine, I mean, stealth bot. We didn't learn that thing existed until they retired it. Top secret stuff, and just stuff that doesn't find its way into the news and nowadays and stuff. I got a buddy. I shouldn't say it. I know someone who has firsthand experience with top secret stuff in the military that he didn't tell me about because that would have been illegal. And it would blow your minds. Oh my gosh. A lot of them are doing so reluctantly. What? Some of the bigger creators are being told from their reps that they need to prioritize shorts and live streams for members and super chats. A lot of them are doing so reluctantly. No, that's how you build your channel. That's how you build your channel. YouTube wants short content. They were saying earlier that it was like 10 minutes and shorter, but really, even like really quick 1 minute videos, if you can get your point through really quick, it's not a lie, Fuzzy. It's not a lie. It's really not. As long as you can. And then I've also been learning stuff outside of YouTube, just marketing and social marketing in general, that would be very, very helpful in bringing people in. But YouTube is fearing TikTok, and that horse is out of the barn. By the way, if you guys like the TikTok format, RECRD, but you have no interest in it because China owns TikTok and China is a hole, go here. This is a new American TikTok, except that, you know, on TikTok you have to have like 50,000 views in order to get monetized. This starts monetization at the first view. So record, RECRD. A friend of mine is one of the VCs, one of the backers of this, and he's bringing on a bunch of like A-list celebrities to this platform, but they're just getting it up and started. So if you want to be an early adopter to a TikTok competitor that is American made, that won't have China tracking on it and all that stuff, and soon it will likely be pretty good because their marketing is going to be bringing a bunch of A-listers in both athletics and in celebrity land over to this platform. So that's pretty good marketing. So there it is, record.com. Here, I'll just copy it, paste it here, and do what you do. Wackadoo. All right, what else was I looking at? All right, here's another thing. NFT and Metaverse Con, Las Vegas, Nevada. I haven't decided. It's on my birthday, August 26th. So I might go. I'd have to register to be a speaker, right? You've got Crypto Wendy, J Chains. I don't know these people. Ecoin Finance, Ape Club founder, Hello Enhance, Crypto NFTs. Try to see if I know these people. Meta Toads Gang, no. CEO Freckle Interact, no. Block 3, Coach. Yeah, I don't know all these people. Motion graphic artist. So yeah, I could sign up to be a thing, but these two are pretty well known. They're on BitBoy Crypto quite often, but it's on my birthday in Vegas. Do I really want to spend my birthday in Vegas? That's the question. That is the question. Mr. Dong says the U.S. government is clamping down on TikTok Chinese spyware, and YouTube is seeking to fill in that vacuum with its own version with shorts and incentivizing YouTube content creators to get in line. Yeah. Sticky Art, Sneaky Solid Snake. What did he say? Maybe just use shorts to announce when you go live. Sticky Art said he tried that, but YouTube didn't send it out to anyone like my normal shorts. How long do you keep your shorts, Sticky? Wait, what? Every now and then Mr. Dongs gets something right. Do the breasts thing. My breasts aren't that big. I need to start working out again. Urgh. Oh, Mr. Dongs says just draw lots of breasts. The classics never done. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we have? I don't know. I was just tracking Cyberfrog. In case you missed the first variants. Here's another thing that irritated me. So HBO Max's Milestone Generations highlight. So in the very beginning of this reel, the trailer, let's see if we play it.
Being a black artist and surviving in this industry, you weren't going to get the same breaks, and you had to work twice as hard to do it.
Bull crap. He's talking about the 90s. You had Patrick Owsley, you had David Williams, I don't know who else, but all of that stuff. I was there in the 90s. When you know how you got work? Through the mail and through phone calls. An editor didn't get a packet of artwork or a script. Usually nobody freaking read scripts. That's what was hard, is getting in as a writer. But you didn't get a packet of artwork from an artist and be like, holy cow, this art is amazing. Can we find out if the artist is black? Because obviously if it's from a black artist, the artwork has to be twice as good as anyone else who is. No, you did not have to work twice as hard to get a job in the industry. I didn't even watch. I watched the whole rest of that thing. It's really the only thing that just kind of ticked me off, is like, what are you talking about? This was all done through the mail. Nobody met anybody except at conventions, and that's like, usually that's not how people got jobs. It was all, you send art in through the mail. If they liked it, they called you. It's like, you didn't put on the thing, hi, I am a black artist, blah, blah, blah. You don't put your freaking, your identity politics stuff in your sample pack to get work. I was there in the 90s. Mike is old. Thank you, Sean. Zach says, weren't you just in Vegas? But hey, if you can go. Well, here's the thing. Right? If I do a con, look at this. Lazy Lions, right? Floor price, 0.65 ETH. 0.65 ETH. That is roughly $1,100 right now, right? So if I go to a con and I pay hotel, flight, or gas, whatever it is, setup fees, blah, 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 booth costs, all this stuff, I pay all that, and then I'm selling comic books for $10 each, or prints for $20 each, whatever it is. I have to sell 100 things, or 200 things, or 300 things, right? To 100, 200 people, whatever it is, to break even and to make it worthwhile to go. Actually, if I only break even, that's not worth going. That's wasting a weekend. But if I'm at an NFT convention where I can, I can gain a customer to buy a future NFT, like from Crypto Chads, which is coming out again like next month or so. Those are going to be 0.25 ETH each. At the time that comes out, that could be upwards of $400 to $500, depending on where Ethereum is at, right? So it makes it very much easier to shake a few hands, get to know a few people, and get them to join a community and make it worthwhile, because also it's a long-term thing. A lot of these guys, they're not just going to buy one NFT. A lot of our guys, they buy 3 minimum, or they'll buy 10, right? These people will throw thousands of dollars at a project they believe in. And so going to these things, it seems like a much better use of my time than going to a comic shop. Reed Troutman says DOD. Oh, DI. Were you looking for DID? Did you take any profits when crypto was up? I sold all my Bitcoin in December. I had a donation that I wanted to make, and I needed a significant amount of money, and so I sold my crypto. All right, not all my crypto. I just sold my Bitcoin. Did I sell anything else? I might have sold something else back there in December. It wasn't right at the peak, but it was near the peak. Certainly before the big crash. So yes, and I've been picking up stuff. I mentioned earlier, I just bought some Bitcoin down at, so I sold around 50,000 at when it was 50,000, and then I've been buying down at 19, 20,000. I want to pick up some more here in a bit. Crypto Chads can't wait. I know, right? I can't either. Yeah, this was one of these things was oh, I shouldn't even show it. Never mind. Yeah, that race card bull is just a tactic to get sympathy. I know. It was so annoying. Bloody hell. El Salvador's Bitcoin bet is working, finance minister says. Even though they were buying Bitcoin when it was $50,000. El Salvador, man, they've been getting like crypto tourists and whatnot. They weren't planning on this to change everything overnight, but it's turning El Salvador into like a little tourism spot for Bitcoiners. You know who Bitcoiners are? They're people who tend to have a lot of money. Who do you want to come to your place as a tourist? People with money. So I think it's very and they're probably happy to pay in Bitcoin, because it's a government that actually allows them to, as the, what do you call it, the national, not the reserve currency, it's the it's legal tender. There. So do you have any Metal Labs agents? I do have a couple Metal Labs agents, Crypto Lee. I have a couple Metal Labs. I have a couple of the Lion's Not Sheep, So I'll be getting reflections from all these different ones. That's the thing that's a pisser. I showed you earlier, right? Where was it? Right. I showed you earlier that my Meta Bounty Hunters, this is the 2 that I have. That's 0.709 ETH. I actually still have reflections from another account, so it's 0.4. So I have actually over an ETH worth of reflections just sitting there from my affiliates and from my direct reflections. But I had 5 of these things, and I got mother flipping killed. Meaning I got them stolen. I got them stolen because it was before I set up my. I'm such an idiot. I've had this bloody ledger. You can see it here forever, and I didn't know how to set it up to lock my MetaMask account. I do now, and I suggest everyone do that. And I got hacked. And they stole my Meta Bounty Hunters. I had 5. That direct reflections would probably be triple that because one of them was a higher what do you call it? A higher utility. You know what are the particular properties? It had more rarer properties, and so because they scale up, if you're like one of the first 1,000 rarity, then you get like more reflections than the other ones and whatnot. So that the rarity actually increases the value due to the reflections that you get. So I probably would have had at least somewhere between 2 and 3 ETH and direct reflections. And I think that stinks. But oh well. Sticky Art says, I think Bitcoin might drop more. Oh, I suggested it, or I mentioned it earlier because I did have it up on the screen. Where is it? Bad East. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I think this was the bottom. I don't think we're ever going back below freaking 18,000. I think we will, unless it's like some sort of a weird black swan event that although, I mean, truth be told, last time around, if you scroll this back far enough, to the last black swan event, let's do this on the weekly. Scroll it back to here, right? We hit this large green dot. This was the bottom. And then we had the COVID black swan, which didn't get as low as this bottom. And I think this is the bottom because here's that here over here for, I think, the 3rd time in the weekly candle history on Bitcoin is that large green dot again, which indicates the bottom of the market. So I think 17.5 or whatever the bottom was, 17.57 that was it, man. If we do have another black swan event, we might come near it, which would be an amazing buying opportunity because like I said, cheapest I bought this round was 19,000. Cheapest I ever bought Bitcoin was $3,000. I wish I'd have bought more. I wish I'd have kept it all. But it is what it is. I know a guy who got hacked. They stole about 4,000 in Bitcoin from him. Oof. Yeah, no, my hacking has all been NFTs, man. It's been my son got NFT World stolen back when an NFT World was worth, what was it worth? It was worth about, gosh darn it, might have been worth around $40,000 at the time. Yeah. That was heartbreaking. If I'd have just sold that, I could have. You never know. Oh, Crypto Lee says, I bought Bitcoin at 900-ish and ETH at $10. Shibby! So you were, I got in June 2019. So you were in clearly before that. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I hope you hodl gang. Although look at that, Aave is back up over 100 again, and Link is ticking up towards $8 again. I filled my bags when Link went under $6. Oh, I filled the crap. I tripled my holdings in ETH or in Link. I have over, if I remember correctly, I have over 4,000 Link now. So I can't wait for that to hit $100 someday. I believe strongly in ETH. Man, so if I'd have just gotten into crypto 1 year earlier, I could have gotten Bitcoin under $1,000 and ETH at 10. You're making me cry. You're making me sad, man. All right. I think that's it. Other than QMall, one of the tokens that's in our airdrops for the launch chads and hence the crypto chads is it's had a really good week. Look at that. Bam, spike went all the way up to 56 cents. Now down at 42. So consolidating. Gosh, yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I am interested in so much stuff. I don't know how to focus this channel. I am really interested in everyone's suggestions. Yeah, Anthony had some good suggestions earlier. If you have suggestions for me, please drop them in the comments section. Let me know what you think I should do with this channel. And yes, it would be shorter term recorded videos. If I'm going to spend the time to do it, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to target, and I'm going to build for the long-term growth. And I'll still do live streams, but live streams is not how you build a channel. I'll just tell you straight right now. So that's about it. It's been about an hour. Thank you all for popping in here and hanging out with me. If you have not already, please do join the Discord. The link is in the description. Is there anything else? No, I guess that's about it. So I'll just say thank you again. God bless. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next exciting episode of whatever it is I managed to do here.